Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of the Bree Sports Center. I'm your host Bradford Ambrose. Alongside me as always, Wayne Epps Jr. and Haley Thompson, sports editors at the Breeze, and we are glad to be back this week. Also back this week is football. We'll get to that in a few minutes. Haley, we're going to first talk about women's basketball. They had CAA Basketball Media Day Tuesday, where the women's basketball team was ranked first to win the CAA.
Yeah, they were picked first in the CAA. Senior guard Curry Burkholder was actually picked as CAA Player of the Year preseason. So good looks for the women's basketball team. JMU has 8 returners after going to the WNIT quarterfinals last year. And both Burkholder and Precious Hall were named to the preseason all-conference team. So, I mean, really for the girls, it's looking pretty good this season as always.
All right, and Wayne, let's talk about the men's team. They were picked 7th in the CAA.
Right, yeah. Coming off the winning the CAA last year, but they lost Rayshawn Goins, AJ Davis, and Devon Moore, 3 established seniors there. Very young team this year, so again, they picked 7th and finished 7th in the CAA. The only player on the all-conference team was Andre Nation on the second team, and that was before his 15-game suspension, so that's why he was still on that team. So it's going to be probably a tough going for the team. Not that many home games and a lot of road games and stuff like that, a lot of non-conference games. So it's gonna be a tough going for the team. Well, they do have eight TV games this year. That's second most in the CAA this year. So they have a lot of exposure. But again, it's probably gonna be a rebuilding year for the team.
All right, let's switch gears and talk about women's soccer, Wayne.
Right, women's soccer is on a roll. They won the last 5 games. They won 10 of the last 11 games. They're tied with a couple other teams at 2-1 in CAA, William & Mary and Northeastern. So they have a big game against Northeastern coming up this weekend on Sunday. So that'll be kind of a litmus test to see where the team is really at. The team's one loss in that past 11 was to William & Mary, the team that they're tied with. So you're really good to see if they can overcome Northeastern and try to get a home field advantage for the CAA tournament. So they'll be able to host the tournament coming up in the beginning of November. So that's what they'll be fighting for, and we'll see how it goes.
All right, and Haley, let's talk about field hockey now.
Yeah, last time we did Sports Center, Coach Lucas had just resigned as head field hockey coach, so it's been 2 weeks at this point. Coach Michael Bowl, the associate head coach, stepped up as interim head coach, and they've been doing really well. They are coming off a 5-1 non-conference loss against Wake Forest Sunday. They're doing still undefeated at home, and their next 3 games are at home. Including Drexel and Northeastern, which are their 2 biggest rivals in the CAA this year. So it's looking pretty good for the teams, looking to keep that home team advantage kind of going.
All right, and now let's preview this Saturday's game that football has against William & Mary away. JMU is 5-2 overall, 2-1 in the CAA. William & Mary is 4-3 overall and 1-2 in the CAA. So close records. William & Mary, it should be noted that William & Mary almost beat West Virginia earlier this season. West Virginia squeezed them to win out 24-17. Haley, let's talk about this.
Yeah, JMU has actually won 7 of the last 8 games we've played against William & Mary. So, I mean, odds they're looking good. But like you said, with them doing so well against West Virginia, kind of shows their strength this season. And they're doing pretty well defensively, too.
Right. Yeah, they have the best total defense and the best scoring defense in the CAA this year. They're allowing just 302.9 yards per game. They've allowed the least amount of rushing yards of all the teams in the CAA so far this year. So they're probably going to be targeting Daquan Scott and Khalid Abdullah, which so far this season the offense has kind of gone as they've gone. So they really need to overcome that, make sure they can get the ball to guys like Daniel Brown and really emphasize the pass this week because, again, William Murray has a really good rush defense. So they need to overcome that.
All right, for Haley, Wayne, I'm Bradford. Thanks for watching this edition of the Bree Sports Center.